Trash with a crippled spiritual root. Go be fodder for the sect's guardian blood beast. That is the only contribution you'll ever make to the sect.
You embezzled the pension left by my parents who died in battle. Now you want my life too. To use as a bargaining chip for your promotion to inner sect elder.
So, what if I know? The cultivation world is a jungle where the strong prey on the weak. Your parents died young. Who can you blame? A waste who can't even draw in qi. If you die, you won't even make a ripple.
Zhao Wuji, you'd better pray that I'm completely dead today. As long as I, Chu Yi, still have a single breath left, sooner or later, I will make you pay for everything you've done today.
Still talking tough when death is at your door. Now get the hell down there!
This is the blood abyss. Even the air here reeks of a nauseating stench of blood. So this is that ancient blood beast that has devoured hundreds of menial disciples. His size is actually several times larger than rumored.
Ding! The All Things trade system has been activated. Target locked. Ancient blood beast.
You want to eat me? I'm not even afraid of death! You think I'd be afraid? This beast! Give me modification points. Change its extreme bloodlust trait to absolute docility.
Modification successful. New trait, absolute docility. You are its beloved. It will serve you unto death. Never betray.
Stop.
Looks like this so-called trait system is real. It can directly alter the laws of heaven. You wanted me dead, didn't you? Steward Zhao, you went to great lengths, throwing me into this death trap with no chance of survival. But you didn't know this will be the starting point for me, Chu Yi, to defy fate and change. When I climb out of this abyss with this little pet, I'll personally find out how many lives you have for me to take. Where are you going? These are the belongings left behind by the menial disciples thrown down here before. They're relics. Oh, useless pills.
That makes sense.
Outer sect menial disciples never get good resources anyway.
They're all low.
Great pills. Rejected by the inner sect.
Full of impurities.
What if I could change this trait too? System, my modification points are now 0. How do I get new points?
The host can gain points by completing daily actions, enduring strong emotions from others, such as hostility, shock, admiration, or altering major causal line. Detected host has just subdued the ancient blood beast, drastically altered the sect's karmic threads, gained 5 modification points.
Good. Immediately spend 1 point. Take the impurity deposits of this inferior chi gathering pill and modify them to be flawless.
Modification successful.
Supreme Leakless Pill. This is a rare treasure that even core inner disciples would beg for but never obtain. My destroyed 5-element waste spirit root can only draw chi into the body. With a pill of this level, Zhao Wuji, you cut off my cultivation path. Today, right here in the blood abyss, I will forge my immortal opportunity anew.
A thunderous roar echoed from within my body. The medicinal power of the supreme pill turned into a raging torrent inside Chu Yi, forcibly blasting open his dried up meridians that had been clogged for years.
Chi refining, first layer. Not only did I successfully draw chi into the body, but my foundation is 10 times more solid than my peak years. Back then! Dozens of waste pills! As long as I have enough modification points, I can turn them into dozens of supreme immortal pills. Those lofty elders of the Qingyun sect probably never dreamed that what they see as trash are all stepping stones to the pinnacle of the heavenly Tao in my hands. Zhao Wuji and that self-righteous Ye Qingcheng from the inner sect. What you owe me, I will collect back principal and interest, every single one. The blood abyss cannot trap me, and the Qingyun sect will sooner or later tremble beneath my feet. But now is not the time to leave. Since everyone thinks I'm dead, I'll just play dead here in the blood abyss. Let me plunder all the resources here, and the day my cultivation reaches great success will be the day I crawl out of hell to send you all to your graves!
Miss Qingyuan, this is this year's freshly tributed Supreme Cloud Mist Tea. Please have a taste. I'm truly honored that you, miss, personally came all the way to the outer sect. You flatter me too much.
No need for tea. My young lady is in a critical moment of seclusion, breaking through to the foundation establishment stage, and doesn't want her mind disturbed by any mundane affairs. I came today only to ask one thing. Has that waste, surnamed Chu, been properly dealt with?
Miss Qingyuan, rest assured 100 times. 3 days ago, I found a random excuse and sent that kid Chuye into the blood abyss in the back mountain. That place is where even inner disciples dare not set foot. An ancient blood beast is suppressed beneath the forbidden ground. That kid fell down there. I'm afraid there will be no news of him ever again.
Hence, you handled it efficiently. My young lady is the favored daughter of heaven. She possesses a mutated spiritual root of the highest, destined to one day rule the Qingyun sect, and even ascend to immortality in broad daylight. A figure of that worthless truth, relying on that laughable debt of gratitude from our parents' generation, dares to covet an impossible match with my young lady. He is nothing but a toad, lusting after a swan's flesh. This is a gift from the lady for you. Inside is a gathering spirit pill and a promotion token for an outer sect elder. The lady said, as long as you know your place, there will be plenty of benefits for you in the future.
Thank you, Lady Jingo. Thank you, Miss Qingyue. This humble servant would brave fire and water and face death 10,000 times. But just to be safe, this servant always leaves no loose ends in his work.
What else did you do?
This servant feared the abyss was extremely deep. What if that brat got lucky and got caught on a branch unharmed? So today, I specifically used a winch to send a bucket of water down into the abyss.
I added a poison to that water lethal upon contact.
Even if he is too tough to be eaten by demonic beasts, as long as he takes one sip of that water, there will be no chance of survival. That is what I call leaving no aftermath.
Quite a venomous mind you have. Good. This matter ends here. Don't leave any loose ends behind.
You're absolutely right, miss. That waste can't even draw chi into his body. Living is just wasting the sex air. For the lady to make him disappear, that is a blessing he earned after 8 lifetimes.
Chi refinement. Thirdly, the effect of the 7th grade flawless pill is indeed ruthless. In just 3 short days, not only have my meridians been reshaped, but I've also broken through 3 minor realms in a row. But this bucket of water, there's something off about it.
Zhao Wuji, Zhao Wuji, you really went to great lengths. Not content with throwing me into a dead end,
You even laced the water you sent down with lethal poison.
are you that afraid I'll crawl back up and come for your life?
System. Does this bucket bear the scent of the poisoner?
Detected on the bucket handle. Remnants of Zhao Wuji's divine sense fluctuation and spiritual aura imprint. Causal link established. Connecting to host. S current modification points. 5 points.
Transfer. Extract the gut-wrenching, bone-dissolving attribute from the water. Follow that divine sense imprint.
And directly strike it into the jade pendant Zhao Wuji wears close to his body.
I'll make him taste his own poison. Hold on. The system consumes 1 modification point. Replace the blank entry of this bucket of clear water with wash and refine the marrow.
This grand gift you sent me, I, Chuyi, graciously accept. As for the return gift I have for you,
I hope you enjoy it thoroughly. Farewell, Lady Qingyuan. If you ever need anything in the future, feel free to command this humble one.
What was that sound?
my chest did hurt so much. What is going on? My spiritual energy is collapsing.
Zhao Wuji! What the hell are you up to?
Help! Lady Qingyuan, save me!
There is poison in this jade pendant. The poison is eating away at my organs.
The jade is poisoned. This jade pendant was your own personal belonging. There is no one else in the hall who could have poisoned you. This makes no sense at all.
It is Chuyi! It has to be him! He has come to claim my life from the abyss! Ghost!
How bizarre this is. His meridians are utterly destroyed and scattered. It is already spread to his throat. It looks more like a chi deviation from cultivating a technique. He died from spiritual energy backlash. Hampage. Just a greedy and insatiable outer sectant. Dead is dead. But the name he shouted before he died. 楚夜. A man who fell into the abyss. Could he really kill from a distance? Someone. Steward Zhao has gone into chi deviation. He dropped dead. Drag the corpse out and burn it. Don't dirty the floor of the steward hall.
Ding! Target, Zhao Wuji, has died. Detecting host, completed, reverse frame up, and first debut counter kill. Perfectly exploiting the information gap. Killed the hostile target without bloodshed. Congratulations, host, you have earned modification points.
500 points!
Zhao Wuji, this taste of gut-wrenching, bone-dissolving agony. Is it to your liking?
500 modification points. With this fortune, I can finally start making deep modifications to my cultivation technique. A thorough upgrade.
Ye Qingcheng,
Did you think getting rid of a useless fool would let you rest easy as the sect's holy mate, looking down on everyone from on high? You have no idea what kind of monster you personally pushed into the abyss.
Just wait 3 months from now. At the sect competition, I'll trample through piles of modification points, step by step, until I stand before you. I'll make you watch with your own eyes how everything you take pride in crumbles like paper before my words and attributes.
Down in this blood abyss, not only are there discarded menial laborers, but also a skeleton clad in an elder's robe from Qingyun sect. You've taken a liking to this rusty cleaver, a dignified intersect elder, yet the only thing left by his side is a rusty wood-chopping knife. Not even a decent flying sword. How dirt poor must this old dog have been in life?
Turns out it was a magic tool corroded and ruined by killing intent. No wonder it was thrown here. System, analyze this blade's attributes. See if it can still be saved.
I happen to have exactly 500 modification points from killing Zhao Wuji. System, consume 100 points immediately. Modify this rusty cleaver's brittle and breakable into absolute armor penetration. I'll turn it into the most unreasonable weapon in the entire cultivation world.
It's a feeling like a hot knife slicing through butter. Not a trace of resistance. What's an absolute armor penetration? Even if the Qingyun sect master himself, that old geezer, came in person, if he dared to be arrogant and take a hit from me, his entire body and protective chi barrier would vanish together. With this blade, any so-called intersect prodigy, any top-grade magic treasure, all just paper thin. I've got the weapon, but I am only at chi refining layer 3. If I run into a foundation establishment, cultivator or above, they won't even let me get close enough to strike. I need a top-tier cultivation technique to bridge the realm gap in the shortest time possible.
Target locked. The incomplete. Devouring Heaven creation art, Jade Slip.
Chi deviation and self-explosion. But with my word system, even a lethal poison can be turned into a celestial immortal pill. System, pour all remaining 400 modification points into it. Modify the chi deviation attribute into automatic enlightenment.
Command confirmed. Modification successful. Automatic enlightenment. The host can now automatically circulate chi through meridians with every breath, and the foundation is flawlessly perfect.
3 months. The annual Qingyun sect competition is still exactly 3 months away, with the endless yin-sha energy and spiritual herbs of the blood abyss for me to devour. It provides constant automatic enlightenment. 3 months later,
I'll make the entire Qingyun sect know who the true ant really is.
Foundation establishment stage, great, just one step away from forming a golden core. My supreme mutated I spiritual root, truly favored by the heavenly Tao.
Congratulations, miss, on your divine skills great achievement. Now, looking at the entire younger generation of Qingyun sect, who else can rival you, miss? At today's sect competition, you, miss, will undoubtedly be first without a doubt. Become the sect's holy maiden with rightful title.
First place belongs to me anyway. Those so-called intersect geniuses are nothing but mediocre nobodies. My vision now has long surpassed this tiny Qingyun sect. It is fixed on the entire eastern cultivation world. Oh, by the way, during these 3 of my seclusion, about the dead man's matter, no loose ends left behind.
Rest assured, miss. Squeaky clean. That fool. Zhao Wuji may have dropped dead, but before he died, he admitted himself. He had already taken that waste Shu Yi to the blood abyss in the back mountain. That cursed place, seals, an ancient black beast. Even if an intersect elder fell in, it is a dead and certain death. Let alone that piece of trash with no spiritual power. By now, even his bones have probably been digested clean by the blood beast. Nothing will be left. Good. Back when I first joined the sect, my foundation was unstable. I had to borrow the death benefits from his parents who died on battlefield and their connections just to gain a foothold. Now I'm a true dragon soaring to the 9 heavens, while he has his spiritual root reduced to mud in a swamp. If he were alive, that ridiculous engagement would be the biggest stain on my record. A dragon does not dwell with a snake. His death is in accordance with the heavenly Tao. You speak the absolute truth, miss. That waste should take a good look at himself in his own kit. With his crippled 5-element spiritual root, how dare he even be associated with you, miss? If he were still alive at today's sect competition and saw you shine with such brilliance, he'd be so ashamed he'd find a crack in the ground, crawl in, and kill himself. You killing him, miss? That was helping him find release.
Enough. Don't mention the name of a dead man in front of me again. It would only dirty my ears for no reason. Go deliver the order. Tell everyone to prepare for today's Saintess enthronement ceremony. I want everyone to keep their eyes wide open and watch me. Ye Qingcheng is the one and only future master of the Azure Cloud sect.
At the same time, at the blood abyss in the back mountain.
Foundation establishment stage, great perfection. In just 3 months, spontaneous enlightenment, plus endless devouring. Directly, let me cross an entire major realm. Don't worry, these 3 months, all thanks to you going to the cliff top to steal those high-grade spirit herbs planted by the intersect elders for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have broken through so fast. You, this husky, are actually much more pleasing to the eye than those outside.
It has been 3 months.
Ye Qingcheng,
The sect tournament you've been yearning for is today, isn't?
You thought that killing me could sever the karmic ties.
Ascend to the same seat without a single flaw, and bask in the spotlight of thousands.
The world laughs at me for being too mad. I laugh at others for not seeing through.
Ye Qingchong, you climbed up by stepping on the flesh and blood of my parents. Today, I will, right when you are most proud and feeling most untouchable, in front of the entire sect's high-ranking members, slash all your pride to pieces with one blade! Zhou Yi, the waste you and your cloud sect treat like a weed, has crawled back from hell! Today, I will make the entire sect tremble because of me!
On the main peak's martial arts square of the Azure Cloud sect, the Once in a Century sect tournament and Saint He's enthronement ceremony begins with great splendor. Today is a day of great joy for our Azure Cloud sect. The sect tournament has concluded with a victor, but the true prodigy of our sect is none other than Qingcheng. Yi Qingcheng, only 18 years old, with a supreme mutated ice spiritual root, has cultivated to the great perfection of the foundation as a talent like this. Not to mention our Azure Cloud sect, even across the entire Eastern Wasteland, is as rare as phoenix feathers and unicorn.
Congratulations, senior sister Qingcheng! Glory dancing the divine might of our Azure Cloud sect!
Qingchong thanks the sect master and all the elders for your deep affection. The path of immortal cultivation is inherently defying heaven. Only by severing mortal ties can one realize the great Tao. Today, being involved as scientist, I will surely lead the Azure Cloud sect to its peak. All past worldly entanglements, mortal ties, and karma, from today onward, they shall be like fleeting clouds, completely dissipated without a trace.
Miss, once you said those words, from now on, no one will ever dare to use that dead man named Shu to disgust you again.
You are now a deity above the 9 heavens, while he is nothing but a pile of mud in the abyss.
Junior sister Qingcheng's talent is exceptional, and her Dao heart is unwavering. She is a role model for us all. In today's grand competition, I, Lin Fa, though fortunate to take first place, am but a firefly compared to the bright moon before junior sister Qingcheng. If anyone has the slightest objection to sister Qingcheng being appointed as saintess, the faintest discontent, feel free to step onto this arena and first ask the sword in my hand, Lin Feng, whether it agrees.
That child, Lin Feng, though his talent is not as great as Qingcheng's, is still a rare pillar of our sect. With him guarding the ceremony, the grand ceremony will surely be flawless. Just as the atmosphere reached its climax, and everyone was looking up at that holy figure on the high platform, at the end of the white jade steps on the edge of the martial square, a highly incongruous gray figure appeared.
Enthronement ceremony. Severing mortal ties. Yi Qingcheng, you climbed up by stepping on the flesh and blood of my Chu family. Now you think a single light word can wipe away all karma. What a grand performance indeed.
Stop! Are you blind? Today's main peak ceremony, even ordinary outer sect disciples can only watch from the mountainside. And you, the lowest degree-robed servant, dare to approach the main peak square. Get back to your servant peak, or according to sect rules, we'll break both your legs.
I'm not here to watch a show. I'm here to collect a debt. Get out of my way, or die. How is this possible? What is going on? Who is that person? How dare he injure a mountain guarding disciple on the main peak square? Is he tired of living?
The inner sect disciples along the way all dodged as if avoiding a plague god, clearing a path. Though no spiritual energy could be felt from Chu Yi, the icy killing intent, that cold aura of one who crawled out from mountains of corpses and seas of blood, sent chills down everyone's hearts.
That figure looks somewhat familiar. Impossible. That person was thrown into the blood abyss by Zhao Wuji. Even my bones have turned to ash. A worthless waste of cultivation. There is no way he survived the jaws of an ancient blood beast.
Zhu Ye, you useless trash! How could you still be alive? Are you a man or a ghost?
Zhu Yi is that shameless deadbeat, clutching a marriage contract, who tried to climb up to Qingcheng World with his waste level 5 element spiritual root. Wasn't he missing for ages?
What is he doing here? Making a fool of himself?
How dare you? Who is this insolent ruffian? How dare you cause a scene here? Where is the disciplinary hall? Beat this trash down the mountain with clubs at once!
Ye Qingcheng, seeing me crawl back from hell, you seem quite surprised. The mortal ties you've been so desperate to sever. Today, I've come to deliver them to you myself. The 2 lives you owe my parents, the justice you owe the Chou family. It is time to settle them today.
Chu Ye, I swear you staying on in the sect to cling to life out of remembrance for the meal. Yet, you not only show no gratitude, but even dare to obstruct my path. You worm from the mud, not even worthy of standing here to speak with me. Senior brother Lin Fa. Do me a favor, sweep away that so you're that Chu Yi.
How can a mirror like you defile junior sister Qingcheng's path? A waste without even a trace of spiritual— And you think you can spout nonsense here? Today, in front of the entire sect. With one sword, I'll cripple your worthless cultivation to teach you what it means to know your place. Lin Feng! A greenhouse flower like you, propped up by pills!
Is worthy of being her dog. Your cultivation, full of holes, doesn't even qualify me to use my modification. A dead duck that talks tough. Kneel. Brick.
What kind of power is this? My spiritual energy has been cut off!
Impossible. You clearly have no spirit. How could you slice my earth? Great flying sword in one stroke. One stroke from the waist with no spiritual power.
Using a rusty firewood chopper!
One stroke slaughters the intersect chief at early foundation establishment.
Am I dreaming? That is no ordinary mortal iron. Even an earthquake magic treasure cut like tofu!
Could it be a legendary Tao sacred artifact? Yi Qingcheng, this is the dog you raised!
Too pathetic. If you want to sever the karmic ties, then stop hiding behind others and come down here. Let me see whether you, the so-called heaven-blessed prodigy with the supreme mutated ice spirit root, can actually... A few of my strikes!
Chu Ye, as always, you remain despicable. Relying on some sinister artifact you picked up at the bottom of the blood abyss, you dare to ambush senior brother Lin Feng. Then, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Do you think that by relying on external tools, you can breach the gap between us, a divide as vast as the heavenly chasm? Do you think that makes you a true challenger to the heavens chosen?
Yi Qingcheng, not only are you ungrateful, your vision is also so narrow. Since you believe I rely solely on the power of artifacts, then I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Come down here and use your proudest ice-based Tao techniques. Let's see if they can block a single blow from this broken blade of mine.
Deceptive words! This boy's spiritual root is utterly... There is no way! Hashi's as such a He must have fallen into the demonic path, wielding demonic weaponry to wound our sect's chief disciple. Unforgivable!
Great, Elder, wait! This man and I have unresolved karma. Since he dares to cause trouble during the enthronement ceremony today, he is my inner demon. Today, as I am consecrated as saint, my Tao heart must be flawless, and I shall act personally to sever this last bond completely and thoroughly. Let the world know that a waste remains forever. A waste.
Go ahead. The Great Elder and I, the Sect Master, are here to watch over you. This demonic fiend won't stir up any trouble. Kill him to straighten your great Tao.
Chu Yi, you could have eked out a living at the bottom of the blood abyss. Yet you insist on coming out to seek death. Since you're so eager to witness the true power of a perfected foundation establishment, I'll grant your wish. I'll make you understand that in the face of absolute talent, your shady tricks are nothing but laughable.
A perfected foundation establishment is hardly something worth boasting about as a source of pride. Is this the confidence that led you to betray the Chu family and allow Zhao Wuji to plot against me? Ye Qingcheng, you are truly pathetic.
Arrogant words, profound ice art, extreme cold ice jade, freeze everything! Completely!
Cloud. Such terrifying cold sheet!
Is this the true strength of senior sister Qingcheng? Even the air can freeze!
Then Chu Yi is dead for sure! Trapped in the extreme ice domain! Even a cultivator of the same rank would be frozen stiff in an instant. A mortal with no spiritual power.
By now, even his soul must be frozen into ice shards.
Haha, trash is still trash, even if he somehow survived the blood abyss. So what? Facing the young lady's absolute power, he doesn't even have a chance to draw his blade. This is exactly the end. He deserves.
Core, locked with hidden defense, impenetrable, unbreakable, formed by a core, a powerful cultivator's assault, cannot break it.
Unbreakable, even by system. Immediately consume modification points for me. Tear off the impenetrable attribute of this damn ice. Change it to fragile as paper.
Command received. Modification successful. This ridiculous, ill-fated connection has finally come to a complete end.
Snowflakes drift down like a dream, and within the swirling icy powder, that figure in the shabby gray robe still stands there without a scratch.
Ye Qingcheng, is your extreme deep freeze only this cold? It is not even enough to cool me down on a summer day.
This is impossible! My extreme ice jade, even an intersect elder of the same realm trapped inside, could never break free so easily! You don't even have a magical artifact! Witchcraft!
So in the eyes of you frogs at the bottom of the well, anything beyond your pathetic understanding is called witchcraft.
You keep calling me a useless trash with no spiritual power, saying I rely on others. Fine, I'll completely shatter your ridiculous sense of superiority. Let you see what true power really is. This is definitely the pressure of a late-stage foundation establishment cultivator. Oh my god. Not only does he have cultivation, but his pressure is 10 times more terrifying than that of the Azure world. How is this possible?
Perfect Tao foundation. No impurities at all. A perfect Tao foundation with no impurities. I have cultivated for over 300 years. Never have I seen such pure, such overwhelming spiritual energy. This kid actually, in just 3 short months, went from a cripple with no spiritual root all the way to foundation establishments. The great perfection has shattered the iron laws of the cultivation world.
No, this isn't real. This absolutely cannot be real. You had your spiritual root destroyed. You were nothing but a lowly servant. I have a top-grade mutated warrior spiritual root. I am the favorite prodigy of the heavenly Tao. What right do you have to possess a cultivation base stronger than mine? Illusion. This has to be an illusion.
Favored by the heavenly Tao. The heavenly Tao you think you know.
In my eyes, Chu Yi, it is not even worth a fart.
You think you stand high above,
trampling me under your feet, and then let you enjoy the resources my parents bought with their lives.
You think a mere sever all worldly ties
can cover up your selfish, despicable, bridge burning, ugly face.
I don't believe it. Ye Qingcheng could never lose to a piece of trash like you. Go to hell!
Hidden core ethics. unmatched edge. Extremely sharp, can sever even an iron system.
Change a matched edge to weak and feeble.
Command received. Modification successful.
I thought... my...
Yi Qingchang, you've disappointed me so much.
I thought you might at least pique my interest. But instead, you're so weak. You don't even qualify to make me draw my blade. The supreme talent you treasure like a gem, in my eyes, is worth less than the rusty cleaver at my waist. The sacred maiden of the Azure Cloud sect is nothing but a complete joke.
Arrogant brat! How dare you shatter my sect's sacred maiden's heart of doubt! All inner sected elders, join me in forming the formation! This boy must not be spared! Today, even if we raise this main peak to the ground, we will slay him here!
Want to kill me? Fine. Zhao Wuji's account is settled. Yi Jingcheng's account is also settled. Now, it is time to settle the score with you Azure Cloud sect higher-ups for embezzling my parents' legacy back then and casually taking lives.
Old bastards, come after me all at once!
To keep my blade from getting dirty!
4 elders of the Law Enforcement Hall, hear my command! This boy has been fully corrupted by a demonic artifact! He has become a demonic! Immediately follow me in activating the Azure Cloud, demon-slaying grand formation! Today, we cannot let him leave this main peak alive by even half a step! Following the Grand Elder's decree! Slay demons and uphold justice! 1,000 deaths! I'd gladly...
Slay demons and uphold justice. Back then, you embezzled my parents' top-grade spirit stones and incomplete cultivation manuals earned with their lives. Why didn't you mention upholding justice then? When Zhao Wuji threw me into the blood abyss back then, and you old bastards tacitly agreed to divide the spoils behind my back.
Why didn't you mention slaying demons?
Now that you can't beat me, you start slinging mud at me, calling me a demonic cultivate.
The shamelessness of the Azure Cloud sect truly opens my eyes.
Don't listen to this monster's lies! Attack! Activate the Azure Cloud Demon! Slaying Formation!
The Exorcism! Grand Formation! That is the final trump card! The sect only uses when facing annihilation! 5 core formation, elders joining forces with Master 2, no matter how sinister he is!
This time he'll definitely be torn to pieces!
Die. Just die. As long as you die, everything that happened today will be just an illusion. I'll still be the supreme grade ice spirit root.
I'll still be the most immaculate sages of the Azure Cloud sect. Target locked. Azure Cloud Demon Slaying Grand Formation. Devastating lightning type strike. No blind spots whatsoever.
Trying to drain me with the formation. Huh. System. Modify the formation's demon exorcism dictionary
into a reverse flow of spiritual power.
Command received. Cast.
The formation is frantically draining my core formation! Spiritual power! Stop it now! My cultivation is regressing! Grand Elder! Cut the formation's hub quickly!
Core formation stage. So this is the field of core formation. Using the lifelong cultivation of 5 core formation elders as a wedding gown for me alone. This Azure Cloud sect's grand formation is quite a treasure.
No! My 200 years of bitter cultivation! Demon! You demon! What dark art did you use? You fiendish brat! How dare you cripple the 5 great elders of the Azure Cloud sect! If I don't grind your bones to dust today, where will I face me? Bring out the sect's foundation, the earth-shattering Azure Scripture mirror to suppress him! Even the sect leader has brought out the sect's ultimate treasure! Here it comes!
Chuye, this earth-shattering Azure Scripture is a top-grade spiritual artifact left by the founding patriarch, capable of locking down the laws of a whole domain, no matter how sinister you are.
Before absolute power, you can only be reduced to ashes!
The ultimate spiritual energy seals the laws of heaven and earth. Sounds pretty terrifying.
But in the face of my word entry, there is nothing in this world that can stand unsevered.
Target locked. Host's current cultivation level. Golden core initial stage. Weapon burst boost. There is a 50% chance of spatial backlash. Consume. The shock of the entire audience. Just harvested. All modification points obtained. Advanced word origin. Law. Annihilation plus.
Let me shatter this broken mirror and the laughable foundation of Qingyun sect.
Ye to pieces!
Law, annihilation,
break!
The ancestral, ultimate spirit artifact is shattered! Shattered by a woodcutter's cleaver! What kind of monster is this?
The foundation is gone now.
The formation is broken. Can we sit down now and talk properly about the item my parents left behind? Sect leader, now no one can disturb us. Hand over the black box that my parents brought back. I might consider leaving you in one piece.
楚爷, So you really knew about that blind man?
No wonder you've endured for so long. But do you think you've already won? Do you think that with a broken spirit-infused demon blade and absorbing the cultivation of a few losers, you can overshadow Qingyun sect?
Is that not the case? The foundation is shattered. The elders are crippled. You, a half-stepped nascent soul sect leader, in front of me, are now worse than a stray dog. What cards do you have left? Why not reveal them all? And let me see if they're worth a single slash of my blade.
Whack and brat! You have no idea what is inside that black box! That is something our Qingyun sect can't even swallow!
Back then, your parents accidentally obtained it from an ancient ruin, and it attracted an envoy from the central sacred land.
It was that sacred land envoy who ordered your parents to die on the battlefield as a cover-up!
Central sacred land. So your Qingyun sect, to curry favor with the sacred land, willingly acted as a rabid dog that bites its own disciples to death, offering up my parents' lives.
The cultivation world has always been survival of the fittest. It is their honor to serve the Central Continent Holy Land. This summoning token is the keepsake left by the Holy Land's envoy. If you dare kill me, the Holy Land envoy will immediately sense my death. Then powerful experts from the Holy Land will descend. Let alone just one Chuyi. Even 100 of you will be ground to ashes. If you know what is good for you, cripple your cultivation right now. Kneel and kowtow, and I might plead with the envoy to spare your miserable life.
The Central Continent Holy Legend has... It is a supreme existence that towers above every sect in the Eastern Wasteland. Our Azure Cloud sect before the Holy Land is less than an ant. It is over. Chuyi has poked a hole in the sky. He has provoked the Central Pop. Everyone here will be buried with him. Central Continent Holy Land. The Holy Land envoy is doing just fine. I was just worrying about where to find the real culprit who killed my parents back then. Since they are so high and mighty, I'll personally storm the Central Continent and turn their so-called Holy Land upside down! Madman, you're a complete lunatic! Since you're so stubborn and unyielding, then we'll all die together! I'll crush the summoning token right now! Summon the envoy from heaven and earth! And have you, this fiend, slain!
Target locked. Holy Land. Summoning token. Special token. Core hidden attribute. Mutual destruction, crushing its sends spatial coordinates and the death alert, causing high-level cultivators to descend.
Mutual destruction. A piece of trash like you deserves a system. Immediately modify mutual destruction to active recognition.
Instruction received. Consumes 500 modification points. Modification successful. New attribute. Active recognition. Sever all original karmic links. Automatically flies toward and recognize the one with the strongest spiritual power in the current area. And...
How is this possible? The karmic token left by the Holy Land, actually. What did you do? You're not worthy to know. In your next life, remember to keep your eyes wide open. Central Continent, Holy Land, clean your necks and wait. The true family's debt. Even if I have to cross thousands of mountains and rivers, I will collect it in full with interest.
The second master is dead. The 5 grand elders are done for.
Listen up, everyone from Qingyun sect. I, Shu Yi, draw clear. I only kill my enemies. I won't harm the innocent. From now on, the treasure vault of Qingyun sect belongs to me. If anyone objects, step forward and take one strike from my blade.
Brother Chu, your might is unmatched. We are thoroughly convinced and submit. No objections at all.
Qingchang, Chouye.
I beg you, please don't kill me. I know, I was wrong. For the sake of our former engagement. For the sake that I never went so far as to kill you back then. Spare my life. I'll serve you like a beast of burden. I can be your sword attendant.
Work like a dog or a horse. Ye Qingcheng, are you overestimating yourself? With your heart of Tao shattered by fear, with your pathetic and broken cultivation, do you even deserve to be my sword attendant? Weren't you always boasting about being heaven's favored daughter?
Looking down on mortals as if they were ants? Killing you would only dirty my blood. I'll let you live. In this world of immortal cultivation, where you once stood, but now you're cast away like trash.
Like a true stray dog. Drag out a miserable existence. I'll make you watch with your own eyes as the heavenly Tao you once revealed gets trampled under my feet! True pain is not death. It is having all your pride utterly crushed.
Ding! Detected. Host has completely shattered the core hostile target's Tao heart. Significantly altered the structure of the Eastern immortal cultivation world. Congratulations! Host received massive amounts of negative emotions and karma point settlement. Total modification points earned 5,000. 5,000.
Points. Good. Zhongdou Sacred Land, right? Once I've applied enchantments to every single item accumulated by Qingyun sect over centuries and armed myself to the teeth, I'll show you what a true dimensionality reduction attack looks like. So this is the foundation Qingyun sect prides itself on. A pile of scrap metal. System Do a full scan of this treasure vault. Identify all those so-called top-grade items for me.
Full area. Scan initiated. Target found heaven grade lower rank purple cloud sword. Hidden attribute prone to breakage. Target found 6th grade heaven returning peel. Hidden attribute potency loss. Target found top grade defense artifact 玄武 armor. Greatly reduces the wearer's movement speed.
Sure enough. In the system's real world, this Qingyun sect is just a bunch of junk collectors. But since I now have a whopping 5,000 points in hand, this junk is actually perfect raw material.
The system consumes 500 modification points. Take the affix on this Xuan Wu armor and change it to absolute reflect armor.
Modification successful. Absolute reflect armor. When subjected to any form of physical, magical, or spiritual attack, ignores the wearer's own defense rate and forcibly rebounds 100% of the damage back to the caster. It also attaches a soul-rending effect.
With a blade that has absolute armor penetration, plus this absolute reflect armor. Even if some old monster from the Zhengzhou Sacred Land stood right in front of me, I dare to stand still and let him strike me 3 times first. Go ahead. Eat everything in this treasure vault. Anything you fancy. Help yourself until you're full. Only then will you have the strength to go with me and flatten the next sect. The formation fluctuations here are completely different from those outside. There is an extremely subtle sense of spatial folding. This aura. This is the ceiling formation, handed down in my Chu family. This is what the sect master mentioned before he died. The black box my parents brought back from the ancient ruins back then, which ultimately led to their death. Mom, Dad. Don't worry. I'm no longer the useless weakling who was bullied back then. Today, I'll open this box and see what the hell those bastards from the Zhengzhou Sacred Land killed you for. Yeah, when you hear this transmission, your mother and I may have already met with misfortune. Remember, do not seek revenge for us. We inadvertently got dragged into the succession struggle of the 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion in the Zhengzhou Sacred Land. This 9-dragon mystic jade token holds the shocking secret to ascending to the upper realm. An innocent man has no fault, but possessing jade is the crime. Your mother and I will hide it in the Qingyun sect. You must conceal your identity, live as an ordinary person, and live a safe and peaceful life.
Remember this. Remember it well! Conceal my identity and live as an ordinary person! Dad and Mom lived a life of integrity and honor! Why should they be forced into oblivion by these beasts, who stop at nothing for profit? I, Chuyi, swear to the heavens today, whatever 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion, whatever great secret of ascension, every single person who was involved in this, I will tear out their tendons and flay their skin, and cast them into the 9 eternal damnation!
Where is the Qingyun sect leader? Why was the seal on the Xuanyu Ling triggered ahead of time?
That old waste has already checked into hell, so you're the one from the central continent, Holy Land.
Turns out you're nothing but a lowly servant who doesn't know when to die. The Qingyun sect is getting more and more pathetic.
You even let a divine artifact like the Xuanyu Ling fall into someone else's hands.
I am the special envoy of the 9 Heavens, Dragon Pavilion's outer hall. And present the Xuanyu Ling with both hands. I might consider granting you a whole corpse. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind wiping out every living thing within 10,000 miles from afar.
Grant me a whole corpse? Wipe out 10— Oh, dog, have you been throwing your weight around in Central Continent for too long? Have you lost your mind? Who do you think you're talking to right now?
Ignorant and provoking the sacred ground's dignity? Die!
System. Scan the causal threads of this spatial projection.
Target locked. 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion Envoy. Core hidden trait of spatial projection. Spatial block on the original body. Block the original body. The projection millions of miles away in Central Continent is damaged. It won't cause any real harm to the original body. Only a wisp of divine
Inflict substantial damage. Want to attack, and then run.
Dream on!
Feedback directly to the original body soul at 10 times the intensity. And the connection cannot be forcibly severed.
Now, let's play a game.
My face! My divine soul!
What is happening? Who is attacking my original body? That is the backlash from the spatial projection.
Impossible! Absolutely impossible!
Oh, looks like the tenfold soul feedback feels pretty good, doesn't it? Old dog, weren't you just going to grant me a whole corpse?
Go ahead there. What kind of sorcery did you use? Stop! Cut off the formation! I command you! Cut off the formation! Cut it off! You're not worthy!
Go back and tell the master of the 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion and everyone who had the harming my parents. Wash your necks clean. Prepare your strongest trump cards. I, Chuyi, will soon trample over the Central Continent
and tear your precious Holy Land up by the roots!
The karma with Qingyun sect is settled. Now, it is time to see this vast cultivation world.
Little pet, are you full? If you're full, we should hit the road. Target: the edge of the eastern wastelands, the cross-sea Tongshin town. Next stop, central continent.
Half a month later, at the edge of the eastern wastelands, East Sea, this is the gateway to the central continent, the necessary hub for the cross-sea continent, also the most prosperous center of commerce in the entire melting pot of all time dragons and fish. The main hall of Tianbao Pavilion was buzzing with noise.
I heard your Tianbao Pavilion claims to be the #1 merchant guild in the Eastern Wasteland. As long as you can afford the price. Even the heaven-ranked exclusive passage of the Cross-Sea Heaven reaching array can be bought.
The heaven-ranked passage. That is a teleportation array reserved for VIPs and the Nathan Soul Sage Grandmasters. Activating it once costs 10,000 top-grade spirit stones. Where did this beggar come from to mess around in Tianbao Pavilion? Guards, throw him out for me! Don't dirty the white jade floor here! You blind piece of trash! How dare a low-level menial like you set foot in Tianbao Pavilion?
Get lost. 10,000 top-grade spirit stones. Sounds pretty intimidating, I'll admit. But since you're open for business, there is no reason to chase customers away. Manager Wang, if those eyes of yours are useless, I don't mind gouging them out for you.
And who do we have here? A mortal, with not even a trace of spiritual energy fluctuation. How dare you bring a mangy mutt and act like a big shot in Tianbao Pavilion? If you can produce 10,000 top-grade spirit stones, I'll swallow this pure gold abacus alive today!
I don't have top-grade spirit stones, but I do have some local specialties here. See how much they can cover as a toll fee.
Local specialties! So these are what you call local specialty! A few toxic waste pills from failed alchemy! Even if thrown on the street, not even a stray dog would sniff them! You actually dare to exchange this garbage for 10,000 top-grade spirit stone! Are you out of your mind? This kid must be crazy!
Bringing waste pills to Tianbao Pavilion to pull a scam.
That is just asking for death! Probably a servant from some remote miner's act, who has never seen the real world. He thinks Tianbao Pavilion is a junkyard.
System target locked. These 5 waste pills batch modify their core attribute entry, deadly poison dregs, to Dao resonance.
The instant an exotic fragrance assailed them, all the cultivators in the hall, stuck at realm bottlenecks, felt the spiritual power with it begin to churn wildly beyond their control, as if they would break through in the next second.
This medicinal scent! A pill cloud! It has actually formed a tangible pill cloud! This is the ninefold creation pill, lost for thousands of years, and it is of perfect quality! How is this possible? You clearly didn't use any spiritual power, nor did you open a furnace to revive. How did you turn waste pills into divine pills? Nye, revolutions, create, legend says. He'll house those in the foundation established and step into the core formation stage. I have a divine treasure. If just one appeared in the world, it would trigger a storm of blood and death across the entire eastern wasteland. He actually took out 5 pills casually? 5 pills? This is going to turn the world upside down.
Why aren't you Manager Wang? You just said you'd swallow that solid gold abacus whole. Well, swallow it now.
Millard, Senior, this lowly one was blind and had no eyes. This lowly dog looked down on you. I beg the Senior to show mercy. This 9 revolutions, creation, any single, is worth over 100,000 supreme great spirit stones. This lowly one truly cannot swallow it. That abacus, honored guest, your presence is a great honor.
The Heavenly Treasure Pavilion has been remiss. Manager Wang was blind. Get lost and accept your punishment.
This young master, I am Sarushi. Heavy, don't understand the rules. Please forgive their rudeness. These 5 9 revolutions, creation pills. Young master, are you truly willing to sell them? The Heavenly Treasure Pavilion is willing to pay 150,000 supreme grade spirit stones per pill, an astronomical, and purchase all of them. Furthermore, we will immediately arrange for you the highest level heaven, class passage of the sea.
Half an hour later.
At the shore of the eastern sea, at the center of the sea cross, the wind howled. And monstrous waves, Yu Yi, the demon cultivator from Chu Yi, you indeed came. You 9 heavens, dragon pavilion dogs have sharp noses. Ha!
What? That slap I gave the envoy's real body from afar hasn't hurt you enough. Now you're rushing here to die again. Arrogant brat.
Relying on some strange formation, you hit, you ambushed the envoy. Do you really think you're invincible? Today, I will show you the true power of a nascent soul sage, in the face of absolute realm suppression. Your shady tricks are nothing but a farce. Die! Absolute realm suppression.
Good. Very good.
I was just worried, not knowing if this newly forged absolute
works well or not. Oh, Doc, you tell your... If you can't hurt me today,
I'll make you lose all face.
Beg for mercy on your knees! You clueless ant from the lower realm. Since you're asking for death, I'll grant you that wish. Heaven tier supreme artifact. Blood Sea Raging Dragon Strike. Grind him into a pulp.
The leader actually used the Blood Sea Raging Dragon Strike directly. This move is so deadly that even a nascent soul grandmaster of the same rank wouldn't dare to take it head on.
This lower realm bumpkin probably hasn't even faced the pressure of a nascent soul stage before. Right now, he is likely scared stiff. Doesn't even know to dodge. Just wait to die.
Come, let me see.
You nascent soul cultivators from the central continent sacred ground.
How much strength you really have!
You fool! You actually dared to use your physical body to take my heaven tier spell head on. Now you probably can't even sense my aura anymore. This is what happens when you our 9 heavens dragon pavilion! Ah!
Leader, what is wrong with you? What?
My Blood Sea Raging Dragon Strike! Why is it hitting me? Instead!
Dean, Absolute rebound armor effect triggered successfully. The target, as Blood-Sea Raging Dragon Strike, has been 100% reflected back and automatically attaches the Soul Tear effect.
So this is the absolute realm you spoke of. Your suppressive force is too weak. Your dog aren't even qualified to scratch my itch.
My soul! My nascent soul is being torn apart! Stop! Stop right now! What kind of demon armor are you wearing? You monster!
Didn't even raise a hand. Took the leader's full strike head on without a scratch, and instead rebounded the leader into a cripple. Quick, flee! Flee back to Central Continent and report!
Slaughter, accompanied by a few short, desperate screams. A dozen Blood Spirit Guard elites at Foundation Establishment and Core Formation stages didn't even have a chance to fight back before being completely crushed by the ancient Blood Beast. No longer had any strength to resist.
Hand over the activation token for the Cross-Sea Heaven Reaching Array, or I'll pull out your nascent soul and find it myself.
Give you this token. I beg you to kill me. Give me a quick death. The soul tear is too painful.
I gave you a chance to strike with all your might. Too bad you're useless. Slowly savor your soul tear.
This is just the interest on the price. The Nine Heavens Dragon Pavilion will pay.
Central Continent, Sacred Ground. Nine Heavens Dragon Pavilion.
I, Chuyi, have arrived.
The heart of the Central Continent's cultivation world. Here, spiritual energy is as dense as rain. Sects, standing great experts, are as new. The Non-Sky Dragon Pavilion. It is also one of the 8 top holy lands in the Central Continent, ruling over billions of living beings.
This is the Central Continent. Not a bad environment. Too bad the people living here are so dirty.
Hey, you beggar looking low realm bumpkin. How did you sneak into the Heaven Grade teleportation station? Low realm is just low realm. Even your spiritual pet looks like a mangy dog. Kid, don't you know the rules? Anyone from the low realm who comes to our Nine Sky Dragon Pavilion, whether a sect leader or a prodigy, the first thing is to hand over all your artifacts and storage pouches and submit to the Holy Land Soul Search examination. In other words, you not only want to rob people, but also dig through their memories. A Holy Land of the Central Continent turns out to be just a slightly bigger bandit den. How dare you! Insulting the Holy Land! You, a lowborn from the low realm, dare to shout in front of us! Looks like if we don't loosen your bones, you'll never know your place! Kneel and speak! Kneel! An elder from the Azure Cloud sect in the Eastern Wasteland said that to me. The leader of the Blood Spirit Guard in heaven-piercing town of the Eastern Sea said that. But by now, grass must be growing on their graves. Who are you? What do you want to do? This is the territory of the Nine Sky Dragon Pavilion!
I am to wipe out your clan.
A reckless fool who doesn't know his limits! Just you alone, with a broken... Think you can shake the Nine Sky Dragon Pavilion? Activate the Nine Palace Execution, Sword Array, grind him to pieces on the spot! As a warning to others! Despicable scum! In hell, repent properly for your stupidity today! To kill you, this so-called Holy Land Sword Array has more flaws than a sieve.
Target locked. Nine Sky Dragon. Pavilion's outer gate. The core of the Nine Palace Execution Sword Array. The Young Pole Grass. Endless regeneration. Only waiting for the target's complete death.
System, change this array's endless regeneration into reversal backlash.
Command received. Cost. Modification points. 800. Modification successful. New entries. Reverse backlash. All the gathered killing force will ignore. Defense and backfire 100% onto the array setter as Heart Meridian.
What is happening? The Sword God is out of control! The sword energy is flowing backwards.
Use your own swords to defeat yourselves. At least, it won't dirty my hands. But there are really too many flies here. Since I'm going to settle everything, I might as well make a big scene.
You cowards of the Nine Heavens, Dragon Pavilion! Chuyi, descendant of the Chu family, has come to see you off to the grave!
Detected. Host has destroyed the Holy Land Mountain Gate, severely provoked the prestige of a top sect, dramatically altered the causal lines of the Central Continent. Congratulations! Host, you have been awarded 8,000 modification points.
How dare you! What evil art dares to destroy my Nine Heavens Dragon Pavilion's 10,000-year-old mountain gate and kill my Holy Land's disciples? No one in heaven or on earth can save you now!
I just smashed a worthless gate, and only a few old dogs like you come out. Where is your lofty pavilion master? Back then, where are those cowards who ordered the murder of my parents? Tell them to get the hell out and face me!
Descendant of the Chu family. The Chu family that brought back the Nine-Dragon Mystic Jade token back in the day. So it turns out you are that insolent brat from the lower realm who crushed the Envoy's projection. I thought you'd be hiding in the lower realm, trembling in fear. But I never expected you to dare come to the Central Continent to seek death. There is a road to heaven, but you won't take it. There is no gate to hell, but you barge right in. Since you are the remnants of the Chu family, the 9-dragon Mystic J token must be on you. Hand over the Mystic J token, and this elder can decide to extract your soul, suppress it in the netherworld flames for 1,000 years, and spare you a chance at reincarnation.
You want this? Fine. My parents' lives, plus the humiliation of my Chu family these past 10+ years. How many heads is your 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion willing to offer in exchange?
9 Heavens soul-suppressing bell, shatter him!
His 3 souls and 7 spirits!
It is Great Elder Celestial Great Artifact, the 9 Heavens soul-suppressing bell! This artifact specializes in once it rings. Not a blade of grass will survive within it. That kid is doomed!
System, scan this piece of...
System. Consume modification points to change the soul oscillation into precision sound amplification and inverse targeting between friend and foe.
Instruction received. Consuming modification. Points. 2,000 points.
Smash it!
That bell sound is quite crisp.
My soul! My nascent soul is about to crack! Why is this soul-suppressing bell attacking me?
It is indiscriminately striking, friend!
The artifact has been tampered with! Monster! He is a monster! Help! My head! My holy soul is being scorched by blazing fire!
I told you just now, you old dogs aren't worth my glance.
You're not human. You were sent by the heavenly Tao. The tribulation! The tribulation!
You, the 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion, have done every evil deed, all for that so-called great secret of ascension. You slaughtered my entire... Today, I am your tribulation. Go back and tell your pavilion master, if he doesn't crawl out here himself to accept his death, then today I will slaughter the 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion, until not even a chicken or dog remains.
I'll butcher them until the sect's legacy is severed!
How much longer will you hide like a turtle, drawing in its head? Do I have to level this entire mountain to the ground before you finally crawl out?
Such overwhelming pressure, in an instant, it tore the thick clouds in the sky into a massive vortex. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth for 1,000 seemed to be under some absolute command. IT crazily converged toward the center of the vortex.
It is the Pavilion Master! The Pavilion Master has come! The massive soul stage! The Pavilion Master has finally broken through to the legendary niece! We are saved! That demon is dead for sure!
10,000 years. Ever since I took charge of the 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion, no one has ever dared to act so insolently. In front of the Holy Land's mountain. Survivor of the Cho family. You are not bad.
Nascent Soul, early stage. So this is the greatest trump card that allows your 9 Heavens Dragon Pavilion to bully everyone. I was wondering what kind of 3-headed. 6. Turns out you're just a slightly stronger mortal.
Ignorance is your greatest tragedy.
Do you think that, by relying on some demonic arrays and tampering techniques,
You can cross the insurmountable chasm between the golden core and nascent soul stages before the absolute law of realms. Your little tricks are nothing more than a child's game.
Enough nonsense. I'll ask you just one thing. Back then, was it you who ordered the murder of my parents and the theft of the 9 dragons?
So, what if it was? The world of cultivation has always been about the strong about. Heaven is merciless. A common man is innocent, but possessing a jade is a crime. Your parents were nothing but ants in that barren eastern wasteland. They were lucky to stumble upon the passage to the outer realm, the Mystic Jade token, holding the secret of that was a fortune their fate could never bear.
I took the Mystic J token. That was following Heaven's will. If they hadn't resisted and had handed it over, they might have kept their bodies intact. H. Blame only themselves for not knowing their place.
Following Heaven's will, not knowing one's place.
Good. Very good. Then today, I will tear your heaven's will to shreds!
Stubborn and unyielding, since you've delivered the Mystic J token to my doorstep, I shall take it.
Today, I'll awaken your true, divine transformation position with the Spirit Jade.
Target locked. Exclusive domain of the divine transformation artifact. 9 Heavens Dragon Emperor. Jade core. Hidden attribute. Within the domain's range, the caster is heaven itself. Forcibly deprives all spiritual energy from targets below the divine transformation artifact level, and their ability to act, creating absolute dimensional suppression.
Why so silent now?
Surplus art of the Chu family in my dragon, Emperor domain.
You can't even move a finger. Can't even muster a wisp of spiritual energy.
Right now, you're a fish on a chopping block. Hand over the Mystic J token, and I'll give you a quick death.
deprivation of actionability, absolute dominance system. He wants to be the heavenly lord. Then I'll make him taste what it is like when the sky falls. Use all available modification points for me. Change the absolute dominance attribute to all laws originate from one source.
Spiritual energy, back VCDs, the golden core.
Mid-stage golden core, late-stage golden core, great perfection, breakthrough to nascent soul stage, shattered core, and golden nascent soul. How is that possible?
My domain self has failed. You're devouring my original spiritual energy. Stop it, you madman. You'll be ripped apart by divine transformation spirit.
Ripped apart? Old fool, you underestimate my appetite. This little bit of yours isn't even enough to fill a gap in my teeth. Want my life? It is not that easy. Since the domain can't trap you, then I'll use the sacred land's foundation to obliterate you completely. 9 heavens, ancestors, come forth for me! This 9 heavens was forged by the ancestors of my dragon over 10,000 years with true dragon's blood essence, a supreme immortal artifact. Today, I will use this true dragon soul to utterly crush your demonic hearts. Slay the dragon, devour the heavens.
Hey, little pet. See that glowing Mario? You didn't get enough to eat earlier, did you? I'm treating you to this feast.
All beasts bow before me.
Even a dragon has to curl up.
System, instantly modify the entry.
Change all beasts submit to Supreme Bloodline Tonic.
Command received. Overdrawing backup. Modification points.
Ancestor Dragon.
What is wrong? Attack! Swallow it!
Go ahead. Dinner served.
This dragon might actually get eaten by a dog. That violates the laws of heaven.
The laws of heaven. Old fool, in this world,
I, Chou Yi, am the only law.
What on earth are you? You're not human. You're an abyssal demon crawling up from the depths.
Demon, you forced me into this. Back when you ordered my parents killed, did you ever imagine today would come? Go, give them an answer.
Done with your last words.
Then get moving.
Wait, Chou Ye! You can't kill me! Kill me, and you'll never find out who really ordered the Nine Heavens to wipe out the entire Chu family back then!
The true mastermind. You think I can't find out without you? In my dictionary, there is no such thing as dead men tell no tales.
It is useless! My soul carries a seal placed by a celestial sovereign from the upper realm. Even if you try soul searching, you'll only get an empty shell with no memories!
A celestial sovereign's seal. To me, even if it were locked forged by the Heavenly King himself, I'll break it to pieces. System, modify this damned soul seal into full memory.
Projection. What are you doing? My device all! How is this possible? How could the celestial sovereign seal fail?
The Chalfamite incident unlocked a key to the lower realm's ascension passage, the 9-dragon mystic jade token. I am in the upper realm, so it is inconvenient the 9 heavens to go and retrieve the item. Remember, leave no survivors. The secret of ascension must not be discovered by anyone from other immortal domains.
The upper realm immortal palace. So, the root of all this
was merely because of a single sentence from someone in the upper realm. That caused my entire Chu family, dozens of people, to become innocent sacrifices.
No, you see it.
The 9 heavens dragon pavilion is the immortal sovereign will definitely notice. You will die too.
I guarantee that your high and mighty immortal sovereign
will soon join you down there.
The pavilion master of 9 heavens, all the high-level elders are wiped out. From today onward, there will be no more 9 heavens dragon pavilion. In the central all dragon pavilion disciples, have your cultivation crippled and leave this place. I will spare your lives. If anyone dares to secretly hide the sect's heritage, or even attempts to resist, they will certainly not be Run! Run quickly! This demon got even killed the pavilion master who without the incarnations. The 9 heavens dragon pavilion is completely finished!
10,000 years. Excellent. Now I have it. Finally, I can tell those top-level laws that involve the essence of the world. Upper realm, immortal sovereign. Wash your neck clean and wait.
Just as Chou Yi was about to head to the treasure vault of the 9 heavens dragon to loot the spoils of war from the deepest forbidden area at the back mountain of the sacred land, suddenly 3 extremely faint and hidden, yet terrifyingly intense strange energy fluctuations erupted.
Oh, inside this turtle shell of the 9 heavens dragon pavilion, there are actually a few old antiques who are about to be buried.
They are the true foundation of the 9 heavens dragon pavilion, supreme elders who have lived for thousands of years. Their cultivation has all reached the great profession of the spirit.
Brat with yellow mouth, how dare you destroy my lineage? The pavilion master is awake. He was outmatched. Dying is dying. So what? But you, demon, don't think you can leave the central province alive. Since the sacred land is already destroyed, then these spiritual veins, spanning 10,000 miles, along with you, demon, we'll all be buried together with my dragon pavilion. Activate the annihilation grid array. Let the spiritual veins be the burial offer.
Just you 3, old geezers, with 1 foot in the grave.
You think you're worthy of dragging me down with you?
You want to detonate the spiritual veins?
Have you asked my blade?
Deduct 10,000 modification points from the system for me. Change the self-destructive spirit vein to congeal the spirit vein into a pearl.
Forcefully accept and process the command.
Deduct 10,000 modification points. Modify it into a term entry. Congeal the spirit vein into a pearl. Deducts 10,000 modification points. The new term entry has successfully stopped.
Why did the spirit vein stop rampaging? The formation is out of control. He is secretly siphoning the spiritual energy from the entire...
What a fine spirit vein origin pearl!
From today onward, as long as I, Chou Yi, stand on this land, my spiritual power will never run dry. Not only did those 3 old bastards fail to blow me up, they actually gave me a tremendous blessing! You tampered with the laws of heaven! The upper realm won't let you off!
The upper realm won't let me off. I don't know about that, but I do know that I, Chou Yi, will never let them off.
This is the ultimate secret that led to the massacre of my clan back then. A passage straight to the immortal palace in the upper realm.
You scumbags in the upper realm's immortal palace, hiding up in the sky and watching the show for so long. Don't you think you've been too comfortable? Today, I, Chou Yi, am coming along this very thread to kill you all. Clean your necks and wait for death.
The ascension platform beyond the 9 heavens of the upper realm. This is the mandatory place for lower realm cultivators to shed and condense their immortal bones. It is perpetually shrouded in with celestial music, sounding
So this is what they call the upper realm, aside from the spiritual energy being denser than in the lower realm.
It doesn't seem all that special.
You're Chou Yi, right? The immortal venerable has if you willingly hand over the 9 dragon mystic jade token and wash away your mortal dust in the transformation pool here, branded with a sleeve mark, then you will be spared death and granted the position of the lowest ranking sweep servant in the immortal palace. This is a blessing that you lower realm couldn't earn even in tens of thousands of years.
A sweep servant? Spell me death. You people from the upper realm, have your brains all been rotted by this immortal air? I didn't come up here to be your dog.
You ignorant, reckless lowborn! You've ruled the lower realm for a few days, and you actually think you can defy heaven? This is the domain of laws ruled by the upper realm's immortal venerable. Since you refuse to toast, only to be forced to drink before, I, as general, will first cripple your cultivation, then throw you into the incarnation pool, trapped by the immortal binding chains. Even if you were a peerless genius of the lower realm, within 3 breaths, all your cultivation will be drained dry. Lower realm ants are truly stupid. They don't even try to dodge.
Seaver, the mortal root, trying to drain me dry. Fine. Let's see just how big the appetite of this immortal transformation pool is.
Sister, modify the sever mortal root straight to origin of immortal doubt.
Have modified the upper realm's foundational laws. Modification successful.
What? This is impossible! The immortal transformation pool is right. What have you and Ants done? You're actually devouring the origin of immortal doubt.
Stop right there! Is this how the upper realm treats its guests?
The water in this immortal transformation pool tastes barely passable. Now, it is my turn to return the favor.
Form the formation, no matter the cost. Kill this man! Kenyuan, when he blames us, we'll all die!
Killing is too slow.
I'm too weak. What kind of law is this? My immortal body, my indestructible, divine soul, actually destroyed by a rusty cleaver.
No, tell me. Where is that so-called Tenju Immortal Venerables lair?
You think you've won? You have no idea how terrifying an immortal venerable truly is. He lives in the purple firmament, Taichu Palace beyond the 33rd heaven. You killed me. The immortal venerable will say it isn't. Every immortal lord in the entire upper realm will hunt you down.
So what?
You're dead. You, just like your worthless parents. All of you will die. Beyond the 33rd heaven, purple firmament, Taichu. I've noted it. You can rest assured. Not only will I not run, I'll personally come knocking on his door to let him know he is messing with the wrong person. Even an immortal venerable has to leave his life behind.
Kenjuan, immortal venerable. Since you've already locked onto my aura, I'll save myself the trouble of finding the way.
Old dog Kenyuan, Shouye of the Dongguangzhou clan has come today especially to take your dog. Wash your neck clean. Bring out the upper realm strong. Trump cards. Don't make this kill too boring for me. Follow me as I trample this deceitful immortal realm.
Beyond the 33rd heaven, within the great hall of the Purple Heaven Prime Palace, immortal energy condenses into tangible auspicious clouds. Thousands of sharp auras converge. Celestial music echoes like tangible waves through the void. This is the pinnacle of power in the entire upper realm. Also, the birthplace of absolute laws.
The immortal lord descends. The spatial barriers are extremely robust. Even if someone smuggles up using the Shuanjie token, they are merely mortals drained of their cultivation by the immortal transformation pool. How could they possibly kill my welcoming immortal general at the peak of the Mahayana stage? Calm your anger, heavenly lord! No matter what shady evil arts used. Dare to kill an immortal general of our celestial court, and even dare to actively expose coordinates to provoke immortal dignity. This is absolutely unforgivable!
The remnants of the Chao family. I thought that purge back then had completely erased them. Never expected. Not only did they survive, but also dare to strike at the immortal realm. Go, all 4 of you divine generals, act together. Bring back that ant's head, along with the 9-dragon Shuanjie token.
Remember, I want him to die a miserable death. Let all realms know the price of defying immortal dignity.
Your general obeys the decree. I shall present the head of that man herewith!
That old dog, in the upper realm, reacted quickly. I thought they'd be cowering in their den. Trembling.
How dare you, reckless Mammon Chui, in the face of my 100,000 celestial army and 4 heavenly lords, don't you immediately dismount your beast and surrender! Kneel now, confess your crimes. Your prime soul, I, the defensive general, might mercifully spare a remnant soul for reincarnation!
100,000 men. 4 divine generals. Quite a show. Too bad you so-called immortals. Besides yapping with your mouth, don't know any other tricks.
Ignorant hunt from the lower realm, still talking tough at death's door. Down below you might be king of the hill, but here, in the upper realm, before the absolute laws of immortality, you're worse than a bug. 4 symbols annihilation formation! Now, blast him to dust!
A formation of 100,000 men. Only a golden immortal can escape.
Good. System. Modify this broken gnat's heaven's gnat grey word's entry.
Set it to full power.
Self-regulating anti-missile system.
Receiving ultra-large-scale precursor log coverage. Activate. Consuming 30,000 modification points.
The grandest fireworks display begins.
What is happening? Why is the great battle out of control?
The Heavenly King saw, destroying. Why has it reversed and locked onto us? That is impossible! How could the laws of heaven be tampered with? Help! My protective immortal light can't block this thunderfire!
Retreat! Did I let you leave? Since you've come all this way to support me, then let your lives become fertilizer for this heavenly river.
Law! Annihilation! Shatter!
Old dog Kenyuan, I've killed all your watchdogs. Now, it is your turn. Chu Ye, you truly surprised me.
I thought
you were just an ant from the lower realm with a bit of luck. I never expected that you could, using some dark artifact that obscures fate, slaughter all 100,000 of my vanguard troops. Dark artifact. You high and mighty immortals. When faced with power you cannot understand, you label it all as dark artifacts. Kang Yuan, how much longer can you keep up this lofty facade? Inside, You must already be trembling with fear.
Fear. Ridiculous.
I have endured tribulations for 100,000 years.
Finally, attaining the rank of immortal sovereign,
Sharing the same lifespan as the heavenly Tao
of this upper.
You think killing some useless heavenly soldiers and divine generals,
The laws of heaven.
Back then, to seize the 9 Dragons' profound Jade token, you issued a single divine decree and wiped out the entire Zhou family. Where were your laws of heaven then? Your so-called heavenly Tao is nothing but fig leaf. You bandit used to cover your greed.
the commoner commits no crime.
But possessing jade is the crime.
That 9 Dragons profound Jade token is the hub sealing the fate of the lower realm since primeval times. As long as I obtain it, I can refine the entire lower realm into my inner universe, thereby breaking through the immortal sovereign bottleneck
And step into the legendary realm of creation.
sacrificing a few mere mortals from the lower realm in exchange for my perfection on the great path.
Is your Zhou family supreme honor.
Honor? What a supreme honor! Since you love refining others so much, then today I will take your proud immortal bones and divine soul, and with the laws of heaven, wash and crush them completely to honor the souls of my Zhou family!
Absolutely arrogant. Since you're so eager to die, I'll show you what true immortality of the heavenly Tao really is. Purple firmament, heavenly Tao art. All laws fall silent. System detected this old geezer's ultimate move.
Target locked. Purple firmament. Heavenly Tao art. All laws return to Celestial Lord level.
Immortal art ignores defense. Body and soul obliterated. Very good. System.
I still have 100,000 modification points in my account. Deduct 50,000 points.
Erase the law. Modify this to karma reversal. Self-destruction. Directive from the origin.
Receiving. Countering the highest Heavenly Tao law of the immortal realm. 50,000 modification points. Deducted.
How is this possible? The heavenly Tao law is flowing backward!
May all laws fall silent.
Why has it locked onto my karma thread? Stop! Stop now!
So this is your immortality of the heavenly Tao. So this is your lofty law. Kang Yuan, devoured by the very power you were most proud of.
How does it feel?
You... what kind of monster are you?
You can actually tamper with the source of the heavenly Tao? You're definitely no mortal from the lower realm.
I have endured 100,000 tribulations as a celestial lord. I will not be defeated by a bastard like you. I still have a trump card. Heavenly Tao Jade disc. Come out now!
Target locked. Broken Heavenly Tao JDs. Supreme of the upper realm, primordial supreme treasure. Soul never perishes as long as the immortal realm exists. It grants an undying, indestructible body.
Choye, do you see? This is my true foundation.
As long as I have the heavenly Tao Jade disc in hand, I am the heavenly Tao of the immortal realm. No matter how bizarre your methods are, you cannot kill an immortal lord who shares origins with the world. Today, even if it means wearing you down, I will exhaust you to death right here.
Undying and indestructible, assimilated with the heavenly Tao. Hold on, Kenyuan. Have you forgotten what I'm best at? Pulling you lofty gods off your pedestals. System. Deduct the remaining 50,000 points. Change the heavenly Tao protection and immortality of this broken Jade token all into the 5 declines of celestial beings.
And a mortal body!
Command received. Ultimate law. Tampering initiated. Deduct 50,000 modification points. Modification successful. New entry. 5 declines of celestial beings. Mortal body.
What is going on? My immortal energy is draining! What is this black aura? Oh! The 5 declines. This only happens to mortals at the end of their lives. The 5 declines! I am the celestial venerable. How could I become immortal? I am the immortal, indestructible, celestial venerable! Chuye, what have you done to me? You devil boy!
Celestial, venerable. Now you are even worse than a lowliest night soil. From the lowest hall of my lower realm's Qingyun sect, did you not regard mortals as ants? No. You yourself have become the ant you most despised.
How does it feel?
Chuye, Grandpa Chu, Ancestor Chu, I was wrong. Back then, I was bewitched. I was insatiably greedy. I beg you, give back my immortal spirit. I'll give you the entire immortal realm. No, I'll be a dog. Please, spare my old life.
Be a dog. I find that dirty. You blood debts for dozens of my Chu family members. Today, it is time to settle them. Father, mother, the Chu family's revenge is fulfilled. From today onward, no one can control the fate of me. Chuyi.
Let go, old friend. Since the old heavenly Tao is dead, then the rules of the 3 realms and 6 paths
From now on, we will redefine them!
10 years later, at the southernmost edge of the eastern wasteland, a remote, peaceful town.
Brother Chu, did you hear? Last night, that arrogant and domineering young master of the neighboring Thunder sect, because he forcibly seized the commoner's spirit field as soon as he made a move, a golden divine lightning bolt has directly struck down from the sky. It instantly turned him into a mortal. Even all his teeth were blasted away.
Seems like that iron rule of heaven's punishment for evildoers. Little Stone, if you'll cultivate successfully in the future, always remember, never bully the weak. Otherwise, that golden divine lightning strikes without mercy.
Don't worry, Brother Chu. I want to cultivate a righteous sword that suppresses evil and brings peace. I want to be like that legendary figure who unified all realms, the supreme being who established the new heavenly laws, and protect everyone. What a pity. That great being is said to have been in seclusion for over 10 years. No one knows if he is in the Nine Heavens immortal palace or in some other blessed cave, heaven. If I ever had the chance to meet him, even death would be worth it.
As for that great being, perhaps he is hiding in some inconspicuous corner right now,
sweeping the floor while watching you. Little ones grow and thrive.
All right, go and practice your sword now. Remember, cultivate the heart before the sword.
Got it! Brother Chu, I will definitely become a great hero!
The once earth-shattering, ultimate killing intent is gone. What remains is only the deepest protection of this hard-won peaceful era.
Father, Mother, this prosperous era fulfills your wishes. Karma has been settled. The world is at peace forever.